guys, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing good. So today I'm going to be talking about manhwa and webtoon, where either of the main leads suffers from any physical or mental issue and he or she gets relief or his or her condition gets better when around the other main lead. But before we begin with the video, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Now let's begin our list. Coming at number 1, we have Deep Blue. After getting involved in a scandal, Kihai is forced to give up his acting career. Then he starts hearing voices whenever he encounters strangers. Therapy, music, avoiding people. He tried it all, but nothing seems to help. That is until he meets Mujin. He realizes that when he is around Mujin, he can't hear those voices and asks her to let him stay near her so that he can achieve his dream of entering the entertainment industry again. The depiction of art and the initial storyline was not only beautiful but rather surreal. The characters are drawn beautifully. The art feels so nostalgic. The premise looks good. It's a cute and wholesome story. I really like the interaction between the leads. It's really good. Make sure to give this a try. Coming at number 2, we have Flirting with the Villain's Dad. Upon reopening her eyes after a bus accident, the main character found herself in the fantasy world of a web novel she enjoyed reading. The only catch is she reincarnated 20 years before the novel begins. Reborn as Princess Yerenika of the small Levoni kingdom, she is determined to change the future in order to prevent the series of unfortunate events that will soon occur. In the original story, Yerenika's older sister, Tejavia, is pregnant with the future female lead when she is suddenly kidnapped by the Belgorod Empire's emperor. But in her desperate attempts to protect her sister, she got kidnapped instead. And as if that wasn't bad enough, her body is ridiculously weak to magic. But strangely enough, whenever she is by the emperor's side, she feels fine. Therefore, the only way to save the emperor, who is destined to die at the hands of his own son after marrying the villainess, and save herself from being afflicted by magic, is for them to be together. It's a hit two birds in one stone situation. Since she is apparently weak against magic, she is unstable around it, so she will cling to the emperor for her own safety as well. The male lead is an eye candy. This is a slow romance where the male lead ends up falling for the female lead and truly treasures her. The art and the character's expression are very well drawn. The story is engaging and moves forward at a good pace. The plot progresses in a way that makes sense. Even when the prince realizes he is partial to the princess, he has still got his kingdom and its issues to think about and isn't dropping everything for her. The female lead, despite trying to seduce the prince, doesn't rapidly fall for him just because of his looks. Rather, they end up sharing a lot of time together and growing close that way. The character development and how they fall in love is so freaking cute and is not rushed at all. Coming at number 3, we have Neolithic Girl. Suki Kang has lived for over 10,000 years, yet always seems to make the same mistake. She wants to save others from certain death. This time, she chooses to help a veterinarian, Jishin Lee, with his terminal cancer prognosis. But the great clans of Baekji are dead set on finding out the secret to her immortality and healing powers. She has been dreaming of a Prince Charming for thousands of years and finally meets a doctor whose life is time limited and falls for him. For one's true love, she will have to sacrifice what is equally valuable to her. The male lead has this disease and doesn't have much time left. One day, he faints on the road and the female lead kisses him to thank him for saving her tortoise's life, and his condition seems to improve a bit after that incident. This is a hilarious and well-written story. I just love their interaction. The female lead is an expert at combat. I find it very cute when the female lead gets jealous of other girls who tries to hit on the doctor. I find the female lead extremely likable because she is strong and at the same time has this childish side to her. Coming at number 4, we have Two Steps Away. The female lead, Hosu, is an average carefree high school student who isn't particularly special in any kind of a way. On the other hand, the male lead, Danwoo, is the attractive, untouchable top student of the class. There shouldn't be any reason for them to interact at all, but one day Danwoo announces that he wants Hosu to sit next to him in class. In fact, he wants to be within her presence as much as possible and he is willing to do whatever it takes to stay by her side. Not too close but not too far, just 2 steps away is enough. This story seems like a mixture of psychological thriller and rom-com. I love the female lead's tomboy attitude and her bestie. I'm glad to see that it's focusing on a mental disorder and the storyline is good too. This manhwa doesn't seem to have any fantasy elements, so I can't wait to see why the male lead finds relief only when the female lead is around. What I especially like about this manhwa is it focused on how traumas can negatively affect our physical, emotional, mental and overall health and lifestyle. Moreover, Hosu and her best friend has a platonic friendship which is very rare in stories. It's very refreshing to see a manhwa that doesn't include unnecessary drama caused by annoying jealousy, and that the relationship between Hosu and Tai-han is simply that of 2 friends, not one where one of them has a one-sided crush. I like the slow burn romance between the main character and the male lead. This has an intriguing storyline and an entertaining cast of characters. Coming at number 5, we have Floating in My Mind. One summer day, Sandul returns to Garam's small high school. Garam doesn't really remember him, although they used to be friends when they were little. Sandul is outgoing, handsome and popular, whereas Garam is a shy social outcast ignored by all her classmates. However, that mundane summer changes when Garam finds out about Sandul's secret. His secret is that he is super light, like he does not have any weight and floats in the air when he doesn't wear his shoes. But he soon realizes that he gains a little weight after his interactions with Garam. The art is pretty. I'm gonna wait for the flashbacks, the characters' developments, the cute fluffy relationship, the time the male lead gets his weight back, and for the time when everyone accepts Garam. You should definitely give this a try. I hope you all have a good day. See ya!